Hi Libra, welcome to your week ahead tarot with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, my readings are for your sun, moon and ascendant signs. So whether you're a sun, moon or rising sign Libra, this is for you. And I always advise that you watch all three to get a clearer, more complete picture of how you're going to speak to you. With that said, remember they are general reads. Not everything's going to resonate with everybody, and that is just fine. You should always use your own discernment. Before we start, as always, I would like to bless my deck of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise, and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So for your key to the week this week, you have the Strength card. But before that, if you haven't seen it, please don't forget to check out the solar eclipse video that I put out. Remember, they are processes, not events. So yes, it will happen on a specific day, but the energy will the energies, trends and themes will unpack over 3 to 6 months after the event. That being said, also don't forget to check out that midpoint magic and madness into the multiverse video. It's really important that you see this. And the reason being is because the midpoint between eclipses can get really weird. So as we get to the end of this week on the 8th, we will be smack bang in the middle of them. So this is a really big deal, all right? And then don't forget to stick around for that lunar eclipse in Scorpio video. So your Strength card is the key to the week. Your physical body, your entire self this week needs your attention, your love, your care and your nourishment, I would say, right? Because the Strength card can literally speak to the physical body, especially when certain cards come up. So this week I invite you to really look after yourself, all right, on that physical level. If you are a continued subby, you know Rafi loves you. If you're new to my channel, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates, hit that subscribe button. For your actions and options, you've got the Four of Pentacles. For those of you that have had any challenges or issues with weight, body weight, excess like weight or anything like that, this week you could finally get to the bottom of what it is that you're holding on to inside that is forcing your body to hold on to stuff outside. This could be a powerful moment of realization for you this week. On a more mundane level, this could see you really deciding to hold to an idea that you're really passionate about, or something that speaks to you at that heart space level. So this could be something that you've wanted for a long time that you just kind of refuse to let go, that like deep down in your heart you kind of never stopped believing that it was possible. Suddenly this week you could have a glimpse into how that maybe is possible for you now. For your communications and conversations, you have the Hanged Man card with the Strength card. I mean, this is definitely a week where you could be sold or bought into your own illusions, and that's not necessarily a bad thing, right? This could be a book idea, it could be a painting idea, some creative endeavor that you've always wanted to pursue. This is, in a lot of ways, I kind of feel like this is the ability to tell a story and to tell it really well. Whether this is that you're telling yourself or somebody else that story remains to be seen, but this is highly creative energy and it's really passionate because it's something that you're holding onto or have never stopped believing again is possible. Now, for those of you that are studying or any form of academia, this is a moment to observe how far you've come. So this is like if you're halfway through writing your essay, if you have, I don't know, got halfway through your course, this is a moment to take stock and regroup, right? The Hanged Man sometimes has that, what's the best way to get what you want? To do nothing and allow it to come to you. So this week I would, if you're studying or in any form of academia, take a minute, take a beat, ask yourself, regroup. Before I go on the next leg, have I done enough here, or am I, have I wrapped it up in the way that I want to? For those of you that are employed by somebody else, I wouldn't go as far as to say you should put your passions on hold this week, but I will say that if you try to get something across and you're too passionate about it this week, it may come across as, maybe it'll come across as disingenuous. It might be that whole thing of someone says, oh, you're really trying to sell me on this idea. What is it that you're not telling me? What is it that I don't know? And So you just want to watch out for that. For those of you that are business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, This, believe it or not, with this energy, this is probably not the best time to do like marketing or to be presenting something new, because the chances are you could be really passionate about it, but how it's received just isn't quite there. So you might feel like you'll end up putting more into what you're actually getting out of it, and that can sometimes create resentment. For those of you that are retired and no longer, sorry, I'll do proper like, that's the Libra la la la. If you know, you know. So at a proper moment there, if you're retired and no longer working, this would be a time to plant your feet on the ground, and before you share any of your ideas or your visions, being clear on them, excuse me, and how that might translate is probably the best thing at this moment in time. For your love and relations, you've got the 9 of Cups. You've got this underneath the 4 of Pentacles, holding to your vision for the relationship. That actually does very well. So your partnership has a chance to really be blessed here. It looks like the partner's monies, finances, or resources are about to be enhanced in some way as well, which could really improve things for both of you. I would just say, if that is the case, don't immediately suggest, yeah, so now we can spend money on my really wonderful idea. There's a better moment for it, and it's not this one. For those of you that are single and looking to mingle, it could be through some either creative endeavor that has something to do with physical body. So this could be at a yoga class, it could be at a dance class, it could be at some sort of, maybe even just at the gym. It's like you could meet someone at a really mundane place that has a lot to do with the physical body. So interesting. For your money and materials, you've got the Page of Wands. So although it's not directly underneath, that is speaking to Leo season. So whatever shows up for you financially in terms of opportunities this week, pay attention to that stuff, because it may be coming to fruition or bearing its fruit in the time of Leo. So anywhere from late July right through to mid-August. With that said, for your physical health and vitality, the Page of Wands, this really does for me because it's got that leonine energy to it. It's your heart, your back, and your spine. But more importantly, this is about really starting to get back to those things that bring you joy. Dancing, going back to the gym, Tai Chi, yoga, things that are physical in nature but have that feeling of nourishing your spirit at the same time. And then when it comes to your home and environment, the Page of Wands, I'm sorry, I don't know why I'm laughing, but the Page of Wands, the Page of Wands coupled with the, get it together, Raph, the Page of Wands coupled with the Hanged Man card, I almost feel that this is just like, I'm getting this big kid energy. And so you might find that this is a week where, especially if you're partnered, you and your partner could just be really silly and goofy with each other. Like there's a really fun sort of energy from this, but it's more like that sort of, you know, when you're an adult, but you're just having a day where you're acting like a complete man or woman child. This could be one of those. And I really encourage you to open up and let that out. All right. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.